Okay, students, in our last video, we were doing exercise materials, metals and non-metals, chapter 3, and we have done our exercise up to the MCQs, and now we will do exercise C. True false statement. Write T for true and F for false statements. Okay, first number is non-metals are typically brittle and are not easily molded into shapes. This statement is true. Right here, true. And number 2, most non-metals can be polished to give a characteristic metallic luster. This statement is false, as we have already studied the characteristics of metals and non-metals and properties of metals and non-metals. Now come to the third point. Gold, silver and copper are exception and very bad conductors of heat. This statement is also false. Now come to the fourth point. Fourth one is graphite has very high melting and boiling points. This statement is true. Now come to the fifth statement. Metallic oxides are basic oxides in nature and turn red litmus blue. This statement is true. We have already studied in in properties. Now come to the next point 6. Non-metals react with oxygen to produce their non-metallic oxides. This statement is also true. And last point 7 is non-metals show violent reactions with acids such as sodium and potassium. This statement is false. Okay, after that we will do exercise D. Answer the following question in brief. You can say these as short answer questions. Okay, come to the short answer questions. Here, first question is, what do you understand by an element? Give examples. What do you understand by an element? Give examples. Okay, student, we have already studied that. Answer is all materials are made up of only a few basic units. Only a few basic units called elements. This is here. All materials are made up of only a few basic units called elements. Examples are hydrogen, carbon and nitrogen. Okay. Now come to the question number 2. Name some metals which can be easily cut easily with a knife. Okay, write the answer. Answer second is sodium, potassium, aluminum and magnesium are the metals which can be easily cut with a knife. Now come to the question third. Question third is, what are the difference between metals and non-metals? What are the difference between metals and non-metals? Answer third is, metals are generally shiny, malleable, and hard. They are also good conductors of electricity. Example: gold, silver, iron, etc. On the other hand, non-metals do not conduct heat or electricity very well. Non-metals are typically brittle and are not easily molded into shapes. Example: oxygen, hydrogen, sulfur, etc. Now come to the question number 4. Question 4 is, what is formed when a metal reacts with a dilute acid? What is formed when a metal reacts with a dilute acid? Answer is all the metals react with dilute hydrochloric acid to give bubbles of hydrogen and a colorless solution of the metal chloride. Metal show violent reactions with acids such as sodium and potassium. Okay, now come to the question number 5. Question 5 is, what are the important uses of sulfur? Answer is, sulfur is used in the manufacturing of compounds such as sulfuric acid and sulfates, and in the production of matchsticks, dyes, and gunpowder. Okay, student, now come to the question number 6. Question 6 is, what are the important uses of copper and aluminium? Answer is, copper and aluminium are used to make domestic utensils and factory equipment. These are also used to carry electric current. Now we have completed our short answer part D. Now come to the long answer part E, exercise E, and we will discuss these answers one by one. Our first long question is, explain the physical properties of metals and non-metals. The answer of this question is given on the page number 27. Now come to the page number 27. Page number 27. Okay. This is your page number 27. Okay, page number 27. Here is your answer. Long answer first. Here is your answer. Long answer first. This heading will include the answer. Physical properties of metal and non-metals. Your answer starts from here. Metals and non-metals can be identified on basis of their appearances and other physical properties like hardness, luster, malleability, ductility, sonority, conductivity, and so on. Let us discuss some of these physical properties given below. These physical properties will include in this answer physical state, strength, luster, and come to the page number 28. That is malleability, ductility, sonority, conductivity, melting and boiling point. Here your answer will close answer long answer first. you will do on your copy. Now come to the question second. Question second, long answer second is, question second is, describe an activity to prove that iron is more active metal than copper. This answer, you can find the answer of second question on page number 33. Page number 33. Here is the activity 3, page number 32. Activity 2. Sorry, activity 2, page number 33. It is this is your long answer. Second, your answer starts from here. Aim to prove that iron is more reactive than copper. Materials required: iron nail, sandpaper, test tube, copper sulfate solution, iron sulfate solution, clean copper wire and dropper. Method: take an iron nail and use sandpaper to remove dirt and rust from it. Now place it in a test tube containing copper sulfate solution. Remove the nail after 5 minutes. Is there a thin layer of copper on the nail? This shows that iron can displace copper from a solution of copper sulfate. Now take a clean copper wire and put it in iron sulfate solution. Remove the copper wire after some time and observe it. Observation: you will find that there is no deposit on the wire. This shows that copper cannot displace iron from its salt solution. This is your answer, long answer. Second, you can write down from here. This is on page number 33. And I now come to the question third, long question third. Here is your question. Describe briefly the different methods used for preventing rusting. Your answer is on page number 29. Come to the page number 29. Page number 29. Here is the answer. Page number 29. Okay. Method to prevent rusting. On page number 3, your answer starts from the heading, and there are several ways of preventing rusting of iron. Some of these are discussed below. Number 1, large objects such as bridge or ship can be protected from rusting by using oil paints. Number 2, moving parts of machinery are protected from rusting by using grease or oil. Third method is iron objects can be protected by coating thin layers of zinc over them. This process is called galvanization. Point 4 is we can protect rusting of iron by electroplating of nickel or chromium. Next point is plating with other metals such as tin and chromium can also be done to prevent rusting. And last and sixth point is iron can also be protected from rusting by converting it into alloys such as stainless steel. And your answer is close. Now come to the long answer 4. Your question is question 4. Question 4 is metal oxides are basic oxide. Explain with example. This answer you will find on page number 29. Page number 29. Come to the page number 29. Here is your answer, page number 29. Answer 4, long answer 4. Your answer starts from here on page number 29. You can see here on page number 29. Answer starts from here. Like sodium oxide and potassium oxide, magnesium oxide also performs a base when dissolved in water. Metallic oxide therefore are basic oxides in nature and turn red litmus blue. This property is used to test whether the element is a metal or non-metal. Reaction is K means potassium plus oxygen will react and gives you K2O. Potassium oxide. Potassium plus oxygen gives you potassium oxide and balance the equation. And magnesium oxygen gives you magnesium oxide, and your answer is close here. Now come to the question 5. Your question 5th. Question 5th is, where is your question 5th? Okay, here is the question. Question 5th is, define the displacement reaction with the help of an example. This answer you will find on page number 32. Okay, come to the page number 32. Page number 32. Okay, here is your answer. Your answer starts from here with the heading displacement reaction. Okay, displacement reaction. Your answer will start with the heading displacement reaction. When a metallic salt solution reacts with another metal, the more reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal. This is known as displacement reaction. Both metals and non-metals take part in displacement reaction. Chemical reactivity of metals is linked with their relative position in the activity series. Certain metals have the capacity to displace some metals from the aqueous solution of their salt. A metal placed higher in the activity series can displace the metal that occupies a lower position from the aqueous solution of its salt. Here you can see the reactivity of metals. Most reactive metal reactivity decreases downward as arrow goes. Less reactive metals, these are the metals symbol, and this is the name of metals. Here reaction, for example, iron, which is placed higher in the activity series than copper, reacts with copper sulfate solution. Copper, however, does not react with iron sulfate as it is less reactive than iron. Metals placed higher in the activity series are more reactive than those metals placed below. Here and chemical reaction is written here, copper sulfate blue. aqueous solution, and iron, solid piece of iron, gives you iron sulfate, green colored aqueous solution, and copper, solid copper. Here your answer will close and your long answer complete. Now, okay students, now we have completed our chapter 3rd, materials, metals and non-metals. In the next video we will take chapter 4th. Before going to the chapter 4th, all the students is required to go through the whole chapter and try to understand the basic concept involved in this chapter and solve the exercise yourself. If you have any problem, you may contact me with my WhatsApp number that I have given you already, and read the chapter carefully and try to understand the basic concept. And if you have any problem, I will solve your problem. You can contact me by the WhatsApp and do some activity. Exercise F, here is an activity. Find out the following words in the given word search and encircle them. These are the words, and here is the activity words. You have to circle these words. You have to find these words here and circle them, and take a picture of your answer and send me it on my WhatsApp number. This is your homework. And one more question is from Brain Bites. Question first is, why are bells made of metals and not from wood? What is the reason behind this? The bells are made up of metals, not from wood. You have to write this the answer of this question on your copy and take